Can you all hear me okay? Okay, cool. It's nice to see everybody here. Hey, everybody. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Remember, if you're not signed up for my Periscope site, just you know, when you're on Periscope, look up Steve Stine, S-T-I-N-E, and that way you won't miss this stuff when it happens. Hey, everybody, it's so awesome that you're here today. Can you hear me okay? If you can hear my guitar, throw some hearts up there, okay? Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, cool. That's awesome. All right, everybody, I hope everybody's doing good today. Today I've got kind of a crazy killer lick for you, and instead of having you try and tab it out yourself, what I thought I would do, and it was at the very last minute, so, but if you go to, let me find it here, real quick, you're going to get the tab, okay? If you go to, whoops, I lost it there. There it is. If you go to www.igpa.org, igpa.org, O-R-G, /wickedlick/3. You should be able to download the tab for this, okay? So that way, because this lick's kind of crazy and it's kind of fast, and so I want to make sure that you're able to get the tab, okay? So if you keep that, then tomorrow when we do another Wicked Lick, it'll be the same thing, but the last number instead of being 3 will be 4 and 5 and so on. So you'll be able to grab those. So please, if you've got a quick second, go to, just make sure that you can get this tab, okay? So you go to igpa.org/wickedlick/3. And then just please let me know that you've got the tab before I get started here, okay? If somebody could just let me know, hey, I see the tab, it works great. Okay, you got the tab. Awesome. All right, cool. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started then. I'm going to play the lick for you. Okay, this is going to be in the key of E. It's more of a metal lick. Believe it or not, I like metal stuff, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now, it's not near as hard as you think it is. And I'm going to play it a little bit in the context of some music so you can hear how it's actually going to work. And if you hear the lick, throw some hearts up there, all right? Here we go. Play a little game here. Here we go. Pretty cool, huh? Now this lick is completely chromatic. It's completely sort of pointless, really, but it just sounds great. I've been playing this lick for many, many years, and I thought it'd be really fun to show it to you. And again, as long as you can get to the tab, you're going to be able to practice this thing. So it's going to require you to do some speed picking, right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. If you've got your guitar with you, grab your guitar and let's take a look at this. I want you to go to the 19th fret of the first string. Okay, and if you're looking at the tab, you'll notice I kind of broke it down into pieces, into phrases, so it would be easier for you to memorize. So if you are looking at the tab, the first thing you see is it says 19, 18, 17. Okay, confused where the tab is? If you go to www.igpa.org/wickedlick/3, because this is the third wicked lick that I'm doing right now, okay? So, and some of you do have the tab, right? You found the tab place, everybody? Awesome. All right. So the first thing you got there is that 19, 18, 17. So we're going to use our first, second, and third to play 19, 18, 17. Okay? And you're going to need to alternate pick this, all right? This whole thing's going to be alternate picked. But it's pretty linear. It's pretty linear, so it's fairly straightforward to play. So we're going to play 19, 18, 17. And then what we need to do is we need to drop down to the 15 and play 15, 16, 17. So we're going... And you'll see that on your sheet, it's broken into two little groups there, 19, 18, 17, and 15, 16, 17. Okay, So the first thing you do is just start building up those two patterns together. And if you've never really done this sort of picking before, if you're like me, all of a sudden you kind of develop a passion for it because you can feel them lining up together. Okay, now the next one changes a little. The next one is going to go 15, 16, 17 as well, but the 17 is going to be on the second string. So you're going 15, 16, 17, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so now you've got... Okay, so try that, please, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, now once you get to that 17, and again, if you kind of look at the tab that I gave you, oh, thank you. Thank you so much for doing that, okay? For throwing that up there for everybody, okay? Once you get to that 17, you're just going to go 17, 16, 15, 16, 17. So you're just dropping down and coming back up. So you have... So what's nice about it is you're using this all the time, just these 3 fingers. You're not going to use the pinky or anything, okay? Just kind of shredding this thing out there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to continue on by going to the 14th fret of the first string, and we're going to play 14, 15, 16, 15, 14. So now we're just going forward, where this one we went, now we're just going the other direction. So now, I'll show you the whole thing here. See that? And again, as you're looking at that tab, if you need to break it down even more, grab a pencil and just kind of put some marks in between where you want to break down the phrases even more to make it make sense with you. Alternate picking with the first, second, and third fingers. You got it. That's right. You could totally use pull-offs. I'm not using hammer-ons or pull-offs, but you could totally use hammer-ons and pull-offs in this thing. And again, please always remember that whenever I'm trying to show you something, if you find a way that works better for you than the way I'm doing it, do it your way. As long as it's effective, that's what you need to be worrying about, okay? I'm picking it all just because it feels comfortable for me to move my pick back and forth like this. But if you'd rather use some legato stuff in there, by all means, have at it, okay? So we're going to keep going here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to 17, 16, 15 on the second string. And we're just going to go to 16, 15, 14 on the third string like this. Now again, I only have 10, 15 minutes to show you this, so don't worry if it seems kind of tough, right? Okay, that's why I want to give you the tab, okay? And then you can watch this later as well. Does the rhythm work better with alternate picking? I like it because it has more of that machine gun effect when you're playing this. Where you can hear all the notes like that. That's why I like to play with, that's why I use the picking on it. But again, you could do anything you want with it. So if you need to do it differently, that's okay. All right, so now let me play it nice and slow, what we've got so far. If you've got the tab, go ahead and kind of watch that at the same time. And then I'm going to end with a blues lick. I'm going to do 12 to 13 on the third string. Now again, you can pick them, you can hammer it, whatever you want to do. And then to the 14th fret of the fourth string, which is the E. So we're ending it, we're resolving it on the E. Okay, so phrase 1, number 2, and then we got to go back to okay. Now, there's a million ways of being able to expand this lick to do different kinds of things. Let me show you this real quick. This is just an expansion of this idea. So if I wanted to make it even longer, I can make it even longer and still have that chromatic element in there, which is pretty darn cool. So that's what I want you to start working on. And remember, if you haven't checked out the International Guitar Players Association, which is the igpa.org, please do so, okay? It's an opportunity for you and I to be able to get together on a monthly basis and do some live interaction together and learn some licks like this with questions and answers, anything that you need, okay? So igpa.org, okay? My fingers are pretty fast. There's a million people faster than me, but the cool thing is once you start really learning how to do this sort of thing, there's something really powerful about it, you know? And so the cool thing about this lick is that it's not really meant to be like, so it's just meant to be kind of a blast of notes, right? So don't really worry about, you know, is it 8th notes or is it 16th notes, or it's just something really cool that makes people go, holy crap, that was really neat. So if you could learn how to execute it, yeah, you could play this in the key of G, you could play this in the key of E minor. You got it, yeah. So yeah, it's really a fun lick to be able to play, guys, and I'm so glad that my brain actually started working and I gave you guys the tab for this. That way you don't have to keep trying to write this down. So every day I do these, I'm going to give you the tab so you can download it, okay? So again, if you get a minute, if you haven't already signed up for my Periscope, just sign up with Steve Stine, and yeah, you will be able to someday. Someday you're going to be able to play way faster than I do, believe me. So sign up on Periscope. Otherwise, you know, check out the igpa.org, and if you get a chance, sign up for that. So everybody take care, have a wonderful day, practice hard, and tomorrow I'll come back with a new tip for you, all right? Have a wonderful day, everybody, okay? Stay positive, keep practicing.